The energy transition is like multifolded in my view, because on one side it is very important to work on the energy efficiency, so we don't kind of waste any energy at all. So that is like a fundamental. But other than that, we are supporting the industry to implement renewable energy to the grid, solar, wind, and other types of renewables. So that is a big focus for us to support the integration and introduction of that. But at the same time and in parallel, we are also working with supporting the conventional, let's say the conventional sources of energy with the decarbonization and optimization. So I think that all these aspects are part of the transition that we are into today.
And when it comes to India, whether it has been about energy, it more is about the resilience that India has shown in sense of numbers. How have you read that?
So I think India has taken long and fast strides in terms of energy transition. I think there's been a strong will to proceed, and a lot of progress has been made. From an ABB perspective, I would say that we have been able to get the effective power distribution because power saved is power produced. So in terms of high efficiency motors and drives, that also helps to save energy. And we have been supporting the entire energy transition to a low carbon fuel, both in terms of natural gas and in terms of biofuels. I think we have supported a lot in terms of providing the best of the automation. This is also a case where we see automation, which has been traditionally used for more monitoring and control applications, is also delivering a lot of business requirements and delivering value to the business leaders as well.
AI and digitization is perhaps something that no business has been left aside with. And with you especially, a lot of work is being done here. Where would you say you stand right now when it comes to it? And what is the vision from here on?
So I think it's a journey. There is no sort of a destination point when it comes to adoption of AI and digitalization. Definitely, this is no longer a futuristic concept or an idea, but more a realistic step towards both economic growth and sustainability. There are several use cases that they've seen in the recent past, wherein in some power plants we have been able to achieve 1.5% to 2% improvement in the efficiency, and that means that you're using lesser fuel, and hence you're contributing to a greener solution. There are other industrial cases where AI adoption and digital solution adoption has eased the operations by say for example a startup of a plant by several hours, and more importantly I would say that it is also filling the succession gap. We also see over a period of time a retiring workforce and lost wisdom along with them. This is not something that handed over from generation to generation, and that's an exact piece where I feel that the AI bridges the succession gap in terms of holding back that knowledge and then giving those knowledge back to the operators in real time, and possibly saving a few shutdowns that would otherwise happen.
Yeah, if I can add to that, Balaji, I think that in production optimization, we see big synergies from introducing AI. On the electrical transmission system, we also see that we can optimize the way the electricity is distributed and use the network, existing network, in a better or more efficient way. In addition to that, also you have like AI for asset management, condition monitoring, and fault prediction. And particular in fault prediction, we have seen big results that we are better in predicting equipment failure, and we can take actions maybe before or plan replacement. So we have seen that these are practical examples that means a lot for our customers.
How would you also look at automation when it comes to energy as a critical part of it?
Yeah, the way the energy system, and in particular, let's say the electrical system is developing at the moment, this big integration of renewable will require heavy automation. The introduction is causing disturbances to the grid that need to be managed. Also, the electrification of heavy processes are also creating disturbances back to the grid that need to be managed. So you need grid support equipment. And the automation is really what is making this work well together. And if you look forward with, let's say, demand prediction, weather prediction, the potential for optimization here is enormous. And that's like an area that we are moving into, this optimization.
You've both talked about renewable energy quite a bit and green energy at a cusp of that. I was talking to Minister Puri Balaji, and he talked about green hydrogen as the next priority that India is looking at and the kind of investments and push that he expects into that space. With the targets already being set by the Indian government, how are you looking at that growing forward?
So I think green hydrogen holds a great promise, both at industrial decarbonization and mobility. There are several cases how it could impact. Say it could be an alternative fuel in a steel plant or in high temperature furnaces. It could mean, say, like refineries that have a lot of hydrogen cracking. It could be an alternate way of producing a much more cleaner, instead of steam reforming of naphtha this or natural gas. This could be a great substitute. So, and in mobility, for long haul mobility, this holds a great promise. Having said the promise and the potential that it holds, there are also some challenges that we need to overcome. Top among them is the cost of production. That could play a very key role. Development of infrastructure to distribute and handle hydrogen. Frameworks, both in terms of safety and in terms of consumption. And lastly, I think that's the one place where probably India has taken a great stride is an availability of massive renewable energy to produce green hydrogen. Holds a lot of promise.
All right, that's the top ABB management talking to me on about energy transformation and energy alignment that they look at going forward. But with that, we'll slip into a short break. When we come back, more conversations.